All right, you guys, we are fired up. I am so thankful you're taking a few minutes to get on this webinar. Make sure you talk to the person that invited you on this webinar because they are actually your sponsor and they are going to help you and guide you and encourage you through this process of your 8-week core transformation. A little bit about myself. I'm from Bismarck, North Dakota. My name is Renita Brannon. I've been living here in North Dakota all my life. For the past 20 years, I've been helping people get fit, get healthy. And truly, I am an expert in weight loss. For 18 years, I did it wrong. For the last 2, I've been doing it absolutely right. And that's what I'm about to show you tonight. The great thing is the state of North Dakota has already lost 45,000 pounds of fat. So we know this program works. Again, you're going to talk to the person that invited you on this webinar because they're considered your sponsor. Right now, we're really cranked up because this Core in 8 program is on sale. Basically, through Friday, it's $100 off. And so I encourage you, if you've ever decided to take control of your health, the best timing would be right now. And so one more thing I want to show you guys, a little bit about where this originated. You can go to corein8.com/the ID number of the person that invited you on this webinar. If you're one of my personal invites, my ID number is corein8.com/350083. So it'd be 350083 as you see in the webinar up there, the URL bar. But if not, you're going to talk to who invited you on this program because you want to be on their team. They're your sponsor. All right. A little bit about this core program. It was created by Mark McDonald. Mark is a great dear friend of mine. Here's a little bit about what Mark is all about. He's actually the ambassador for the American Diabetes Association. He's a CNN health and fitness expert. Maybe you guys have seen him on the show Headline News on CNN. He's got his own show on there. And the beauty of Mark's program is long before he invented the Core in 8 program, he's been teaching people for years to really get control of their blood sugar. And so I love that he teaches people to never diet again. I don't know how many of you are excited about eating to lose weight, but I am, and all of my clients couldn't be more thrilled that they don't have to starve themselves fat anymore. Praise the Lord, right? They actually get to eat themselves thin. So it's an exciting program. Basically, Mark is just a guru with blood sugar stabilization. For years, I thought your blood sugar just was associated with diabetes. What I'm here to tell you is when you get control of your blood sugar, you actually turn your body into a fat-burning machine. It actually really helps to regulate your hormones and your internal state of your body, which is called your homeostasis. So I love that Mark has created a program that basically teaches us to undiet. Not to diet anymore, but to stabilize our blood sugar. So briefly how this works is when your body's in homeostasis, your body's a fat-burning machine. Between 80 and 120, when your blood sugar is there, let's just face it, you feel great when you're in homeostasis. You look great. Your attitude is great. You know, the biggest thing about homeostasis is your body can regulate itself. And when you're in homeostasis, your hormones are actually balanced. So a lot of internal balance is hormone regulation, especially for women. So how many of you skipped a meal today that are watching this? Or how many of you skip a meal several times a day just because you're too busy with the kids or you got to get out the door for work or get the kids to school or whatever? What happens is when you skip a meal, you actually drop your blood sugar below 80 and you restrict your calories or carbs, or maybe some of you were exercising on an empty stomach like I did wrong for 18 years. What happens when your blood sugar drops? Let's just face it. All of us on this webinar, we get a little hangry. That's hungry and angry mixed together. And you know what hangry feels like. It doesn't feel good. Kids actually cry when their blood sugar drops. How else do you feel when you have low blood sugar? Maybe you get shaky. Maybe you get crabby. Maybe you get nauseous, dizzy, headache. Those are all symptoms of low blood sugar. The real reason we don't want to have low blood sugar is not only do we feel like hell, your body actually is burning your lean muscle. Lean muscle is what actually increases your metabolic rate. So when your blood sugar drops below 80, you're actually burning the exact stuff that's supposed to be keeping you thin into old age, right? So the last thing we want to burn is our lean muscle. A pound of muscle on our body burns about 50 calories in a day, and a pound of fat burns nothing. So the last thing we want to be burning is the stuff that is actually revving up our metabolic rate. So what happens by skipping that meal, not only do you feel like heck, and you're shaky, you're dizzy, you're crabby, your body's burning that lean muscle, it's holding on to the fat, and your energy crashes. And unfortunately, when your energy crashes, what do you reach for? When you're down here, I always say, don't wait until you're below 80 to make a good decision about your nutrition, because you're probably going to be reaching for the sugar, right? Or the mocha or the chips. So when you drop below 80, you just feel like I needed something like an hour ago. And so a lot of people will have a tendency to choose wrong then, and they'll reach for like a candy bar or a Coke or an orange juice or even a banana. And the problem with having that simple carbohydrate is it's going to jack your blood sugar up over 120. And when you're up over 120, you feel really great instantly, but what happens is because it's so high, it has no place to go but back down. You crash again. And so another thing people do when they haven't eaten, let's say you skip breakfast and you skip your mid-morning snack and you skip lunch and now it's 1:30 in the afternoon and you are so starving you could eat like a chair. The reality is either you're going to choose a simple carbohydrate or you're going to line up at the local buffet, you know, because you're saying, hey, I haven't ate all day. This is my first meal of the day, so it's almost like a free pass to overeat. I'm here to tell you we want to eat 5 to 7 times a day, and we don't want any meals bigger than the last meal. All of our meals should be about the same size, and we're doing that to 5 to 7 times a day, because what happens is when we overeat or we eat that simple carbohydrate from too many calories or carbs per meal, your blood sugar spikes and your body's storing fat over 120 there. So it could be simple as eating oatmeal every morning and you're getting fatter, or eating bananas and getting fatter because your blood sugar is not stabilized because you're just having a carbohydrate. So here's something I want to teach you guys. Homeostasis, a thing that I've taught kindergartners and 90-year-olds in our state. It's a little statement. I'm on the news every week on Wellness Wednesday for NBC, and I teach people this. PFC every 3 like a baby. Say that with me. PFC every 3 like a baby. Okay, you're going to want to put that in the back of your mind. Teach it to your husbands. Teach it to your wives. Teach it to your children. My boys know it. They're 15, 8, and 6. We all eat PFC every 3 like a baby. And what that means is protein, fat, carbohydrate every 3 hours, small portion sizes like a baby. And when we do that, our body literally is a fat burning machine. So we are not going to starve ourselves fat anymore, ladies. We are going to eat ourselves thin. You're actually turning on your metabolism by eating 5 to 7 times a day. Okay, the protein, the fat, the carbohydrates every 3 hours, small portion sizes like a baby. And so how are we going to do that? There's this great, this is my friend Jody Stevens. She's lost 110 pounds. Like I said, we've lost 45,000 pounds in North Dakota. This is actually my friend Barb Plum. She was on CNN Headline News. She was a size 20 petite. There she is, and now she's down to a 4. She's lost about 92 pounds. I love Barbie. And there's my friend Margaret Gates. Margaret's lost 55 pounds on the right-hand side there. She is just rocking the plan and actually has helped a lot of Native Americans, about 300 of them in our state, to get on the program. Several of them are already off their diabetes medications, you guys. So not only does this also turn your body into a fat-burning machine, it actually improves your internal state of health. So whether it's diabetes or cholesterol or whatever, your health is about to get a whole lot better. Praise the Lord, right? So the core transformation is where it's at. There's 3 phases: detox, ignite, and thrive. Phase 1 is we're losing our bloat. Now, if you have over 50 pounds to lose, you can detox for 2 weeks. Most people will detox just 1 week, okay? 1 week of detox. Like I said, if you got 50 pounds to lose, or you're a smoker or drinker, which means more than 3 alcoholic beverages a week, then you can detox for 2 weeks if you'd like. Ignite is where you melt your belly and you really turn on your metabolic rate, okay? And thrive is just living and loving your life. So now that I've showed you this, I want to get to the exact program so you understand it. So again, you're going to go to coronate.com/the ID number of the person that got you on this webinar. If you're a guest of mine, my ID number is 350083. Make sure you put that in when you go to coronate.com. And when you go there, along the top, you can watch several of the videos. My good friend Mark McDonald talks about the detox, ignite, and thrive. Just a superhero in my book when it comes to health and weight loss. You know, about 3 years ago, I said to my husband, if I could just teach people the secret to weight loss, I would tell the world. Well, I'm here to tell you, we found it. And the best part about this program, when I see people 3 months later after they've done the 8-week core transformation, they're not fatter, they're fitter yet. And I love that, because many times people would diet to lose weight. You'd see them 3 months later and they were fatter than ever. And we are just about being healthy for life. So our whole family eats this daily meal plan. Our 3 boys, our oldest son Bo is a national champ in indoor track, placed second in the country last year in the 800-meter dash, broke a 30-year-old record at Hershey, Pennsylvania. We just believe in eating for performance. So not only do you turn your body into a fat-burning machine, your entire family gets to eat with you, which is so awesome. You're actually laying down those nutritional, foundational principles for the rest of their lives. How exciting is that, moms? All right? So PFC every 3, protein, fat, carbohydrate, and you're doing that 5 to 7 times a day. at this little website, coronate.com/your sponsor's ID number. You can go to community, see where my cursor is, and then I'm going to go to downloads. And when I click on downloads, it's going to pull up those 3 phases that we talked about. The detox, the ignite, and then the thrive phase. When you click on detox, I love it because it's actually going to give you an exact meal plan because you can say, what am I supposed to eat? I'm not sure. Well, here it is. Week 1, we're cutting out the gluten. Remember, gluten comes from the Greek word glue, which means to stick together. So if your stomach's getting bigger and you feel constipated, or maybe your kids are constipated, hey, get rid of the wheat gluten, guys. It's making us fatter, not fitter. I always say the whiter the bread, the quicker you're dead, right? So no gluten. No soy. Soy is very estrogen producing, so stay the heck away from soy protein especially because soy creates excess estrogen in our bodies, and 80% of all breast cancers stem from too much estrogen. So we want to stay away from soy, okay? And then the cheese and the yogurt, refined sugar, sugar sweeteners. We don't do sucralose or Splenda. Those actually are stored in our fat cells. The only natural sweetener we get to use is stevia. We also get rid of the salt. Jot this down. You want only 250 milligrams of sodium per meal. That's huge, you guys. I realized America's not even fat. We're bloated, right? People are losing like 5 inches off their face. Week 1 detox. It's amazing. You can see their cheekbones again. It's awesome. And so really look at your salt, especially like when you buy eggs and things like that. An egg has 70 milligrams naturally occurring in it. That's before you put any salt on it. Also, like chicken breasts. Some chicken breasts have 600, 700, 800 milligrams of sodium. There are, like bear chicken breasts have only 60 or 70 milligrams. So you want to start reading labels and make sure you're only getting 250 milligrams of sodium per meal. All right, you got it, friends? And then the grains. We get rid of all grains during detox phase. Soda, alcohol, coffee, tea. Also, we cut the exercise, where the whole purpose of detox is to get rid of the inflammation in our body. So we're getting rid of that inflammation in our colon, liver, and kidneys. And many of you know who exercise that a lot of times you get stiffness and soreness from exercise. That's actually inflammation. Since we're trying to cut out all the inflammation during detox, we're going to cut the exercise. You can go ahead and do moderate walking, but that's about it, guys. Plus, I don't want anybody pooping their pants. It's kind of a joke, but not really. All right. Oops, I crapped my pants. You know the Saturday Night Live skit, right? All right, so here's page 2 of this, and I always tell people, print this bad boy out and put it on your refrigerator. This is your exact meal plan. It's so simple to follow, okay? The person that invited you on this webinar, they're probably doing this right now. That's why they're going to be so awesome to coach you and help you and encourage you because they're living this plan right now. That's how they're able to show you the plan. So basically when we say PFC every 3 like a baby, the protein size is 3 ounces for a female and it's 5 ounces for a male. Now maybe if you don't have a food scale, you can just use your palm. So women, look at your palm right now, look down at it. 3 ounces. You get that 5 to 7 times a day. Men get 1.5 of the palms. That's 5 ounces, and you get that actually 5 to 7 times a day. Females, you get 3 ounces of carbohydrates. That's so incredibly easy. You guys, look at your fist. That's whole food carbohydrates. Men get 2, and your fat source is a big old fat thumb of fat. Every day we're bringing fat back, and trust me, you're not going to get any fatter by adding that avocado, chia seed, flax seed, or coconut oil to your food. In fact, it will help you to release the stored fat in your body. Now notice those carbs. Those are all living carbs. They have vitamins, minerals, and enzymes in them. We really want to stay away from a lot of dead carbs, like pasta and breads and things like that. I always say, you know, when you walk out of Olive Garden, how do you feel? Probably not like you want to walk a 5K or anything, okay? So we want those nice living, vibrantly colored fruits and vegetables as our carbohydrates. And again, 3 ounces for women, 5 ounces for men, and then a big old thumb of fat. And notice those free foods on the right-hand side there, basil, bay leaves, cilantro, collard greens, lettuce, spinach, all that stuff is free for you. And then as you go down, you say, Renita, I don't quite have it yet. We'll take a look at this, friends. You can have an exact meal plan. For breakfast, 3 egg whites, 3 ounces of berries, 0.5 ounces of almonds. Measure that stuff out, or go ahead and fist it. Palm, fist, thumb. Hey, if the kindergartners can get it, you can get it, okay? Mid-morning, you're going to have your core protein shake. They're so awesome, non-GMO, no artificial sweeteners. Lunch, you get your 3 ounces of your chicken breast, 3 ounces of green beans. Notice that's equal, 3 ounces, an ounce of avocado. There you go. Your mid-afternoon, you can put your core protein shake in there. I like to blend them with ice and water. And honestly, with those core protein shakes, kids, I always add a protein and a fat and a carbohydrate to it. So like if you're having a vanilla, I add a half a banana and some organic coconut to it. Oh my gosh, it tastes like a pina colada gone wild, okay? It's so awesome for you. But mid-afternoon, you're going to put your Cleanse Boost in. And your Cleanse Boost, That's the magic ticket, baby. 6 hours later, that thing's going to hit you. So make sure that you're not like reffing basketball or something, because you don't want to be on the court when that bad boy hits, okay? Because it's going to clean you out. But you know what? You're going to feel a heck of a lot better. You're going to think straighter after this detox. I always tell people my jokes are more funny, and I am hilarious, but they are more funny after you cleanse, because you know what? People are pretty rigid and bound up. And then dinner, of course, we have 3 ounces of our clean protein there again, 3 ounces of your vegetable or your carb, your living carb, 0.5 tablespoons of olive oil over your salad, and as much lettuce and greens as you want, because it's free for every meal. And man, you can look at yourself. You're exactly the same way. If you're saying, what's my proteins? There's your proteins. What's your carbs? There they are. Your fats? There they are. So that's the exact program. Isn't it awesome? It's so incredibly easy. So that basically is your first part for your detox. And then, of course, you guys, after detox week, or if you have over 50 pounds to lose and you're done after 2 weeks, you can go ahead and do the Ignite phase. And it's the same thing. Download those 4 pages, put them on your fridge, get that grocery shopping list, and you're ready to rock. I will tell you this. Mark is just incredibly awesome. He's just an awesome human being. And I love that he basically has set up a program for us all to win, so we never have to diet again. You're going to want to make sure you touch base with the person that invited you on this webinar. They love you and care about you enough to help you to get thin and healthy for the rest of your life. So the core program right now is normally about $370 if you piece it out individually. It runs about $299 on average, but they're doing a promo right now where it's $268 until Friday at midnight. So you save about $100 and it's free shipping. So make sure you talk to the person that invited you on this webinar. You got to use their sponsor ID. So CoreInnate.com/their ID number. When you put that in there, you're on their team and they're going to help you to win, okay? One other thing I want to show you guys. When you go to Facebook, I was going to show you my friend Mark McDonald. Not only has he wrote the book Body Confidence, his brand new book comes out now in about 7 days, Why Kids Make You Fat and How to Get Your Body Back. This is going to be all over mainstream media. He's going to be on Chelsea Handler and several of the talk shows that you see on morning TV. So you're going to want to stay tuned for this. And you can say, that's the program I'm on. I love that guy. This whole book is full of core, you guys. All he talks about in there is detox, ignite, and thrive. Just the exact plan that all of you are living. So I encourage all of you to purchase this book at your convenience when it comes out and share this opportunity with your friends and family. There's a huge opportunity here for your health first and foremost. But if you decide you want to share this opportunity, talk to the person who invited you on this webinar, because maybe you have 5, 10, 15, 20 overweight friends that are ready to get their bodies back and to ditch that dieting mentality, because obviously that's made us fatter and sicker, right? So we're about increasing our metabolic rate. Remember, this core program is $268 between now and Friday at midnight. So talk to the person that invited you on this webinar. One final thing. If you go to Facebook.com, there's going to be a couple of groups that you can actually join on here. Facebook.com, the groups that you can join are called the Core Challenge Community. When you go to CoreChallengeCommunity.com, it is, oh, let me get there. Sorry about that. Go ahead and add yourself as a friend to that. See how I just pulled it up right there? CoreChallengeCommunity.com. And then you're going to go ahead and add yourself as a friend to that Core Challenge community. And another great resource for all of you is the 8-week run with Mark McDonald recipe collection. Those are 2 online resources where if you have questions, you have 3,000 nutritionists across the country answering you almost instantly. It's like having a 24-hour nutritionist, you guys. This plan is just set up for you to win with your health. So with that being said, make sure you talk to the person that invited you on this webinar. Get started ASAP, because the promo for $268 for the Core Transformation Kit that comes with your cleanse, your burn, which helps to melt your belly fat. It also comes with your probiotic. It comes with 4 bags of shake mix. It comes with everything you need to rock your health for this 8-week run. Go ahead and talk to the person that invited you on this webinar, and they're going to set you up for success. God bless each and every one of you. Have a great night.